Our next guest is Emily Kovacs, the Executive Director at the Niagara Folk Arts Multicultural Centre. The festival coming up on May 2nd. Let's talk about that to begin with.
Yes, thank you for having me today. So we have the festival coming up May 2nd to May the 26th. We have 14 open houses, 14 different clubs with 17 open houses. We have a new Community Services Relief Fund project that's happening within the festival, where we're inviting members of the public to come and become stronger volunteers. We're offering free Smart Serve courses, free first aid CPR, free customer service orientation, and marketing and digital skills for any volunteer who wants to work with a cultural organization. That was identified as one of the biggest needs that the cultural clubs have. So come on down if you're interested in volunteering, not only for the festival, but for anywhere. We will train you to become a super volunteer.
What are some of the volunteer opportunities? Where are they most needed for folk arts?
So anywhere on the Ambassador Ball. We have the Ambassador Ball happening on May the 2nd. On any of the open houses. So if you wanted to be an usher or a guide to invite folks to come and work with us, as well as the many other events that are happening, such as the Asian Water and Lantern Festival that's happening later in September, and the Stories by the Fire, which is the Indigenous storytelling event that's happening later in September. So lots of opportunity to come out, to be part of a really great group of folks and an organization that has been running the festival for 56 years.
Let's talk about some of the programs. I know you started a digital literacy program for seniors.
Yes.
Where is that taking place? When?
So that is actually happening as we speak. We are in 6 out of the 12 municipalities. The concept is very simple. Take newcomers who have really amazing digital literacy skills, mostly youth, and combine them and couple them up with individuals who are possibly older, who don't have digital literacy skills. And it's a free program where we match up, it's sort of like matching up the individuals, and they learn a really great skill. It's a national project. We are one of the organizations that started out of BC, which is an organization called PICS. And our aim is to be in every municipality, but so far we're in 6 out of the 12, and we mostly work with long-term care facilities. Again, this is a cool idea that came out of COVID again.
Right.
We knew that individuals, not to be ageist, but individuals who are in long-term care facilities or who tend to be older, tended to have a harder time with digital literacy skills. So we thought about doing something about it, and we did.
Well, I think it's a great way as well to keep elderly people feeling a little bit younger when they're sharing some information and learning from younger people.
Absolutely, and they have lots to give as well. I think that it's amazing for young folks, especially young newcomers who are here, who are without family. They are connected with somebody who could be an older role model for them. So it's a perfect match in that sense. They can teach them about Canada. They can have conversation circles. If English is somewhat of a barrier, they can learn and to become friends. So I think the idea has been very well received so far. Everyone we've talked to so far thinks it's a great idea, and people are signing up. So we encourage you to come and work with us, and all you have to do is send an email to volunteer@folkarts.ca, and you're welcome to join us.
Now, when I heard the name of this next program, I had to say it on air because I've always wanted to say poop on air. Everybody eats, everybody poops. What is that program?
So that is a partnership with the Mars Discovery Centre as well as the Canadian Cancer Society. We know that research tells us that newcomers, especially racialized newcomers who tend to be 50 and older, have a 4 times higher rate of colorectal cancer compared to Canadians. Partially it's due to stigma, partially it's due to when you think about newcomers coming, the most important things that they worry about is housing, income, and employment. Health tends to be pushed to the side. And preventative interventions like a fit test or going to a family doctor and asking for these things is not on top of the mind for them. So we partner with Mars and Canadian Cancer Society, and we are creating a number of magnet events where we invited a chef, a nutritionist, and they talk about colorectal cancer-friendly eating habits, as well as they give out these fit testing kits, kits that are able to detect early colorectal cancer awareness. And we are heading, we're addressing stigma head on. Part of the reason why there's also hesitation is that in certain culture, poop is not something we talk about. But we're trying to normalize that, and we're trying to make sure that it's something that's destigmatized. So yes, everyone eats and everyone poops.
Lastly, the Seasonal Agricultural Workers Program.
Yes, that is a new program that started in November of 22. We're heading into year 2 of that program. It is a partnership with the neighborhood organization in Toronto, and it's the first time a settlement organization like ours is giving ESL classes, settlement services, as well as health navigation services to migrant workers in the area. We hope that it continues. We just found out it was supposed to end in March of 2024, and we just found a good news that it's extended to December of this year.
Great news.
Yeah, great news. And we hope that Employment Services Development Canada will continue to find money for us and will continue to fund it, partially because we see the results and partially because it's been long needed. We're not the only organization in Niagara. There's other partners who provide legal services and some other supports as well, but we're very happy to make sure that we're actually offering an organized program that also includes food security, ESL supports for migrant workers in Niagara.
Excellent. Emily, thanks for joining us, shedding some light, and May 2nd, the beginning of the festival. Thanks
yes,
again.
It is. Thank you so much.